Hello, my name is Kara Laird, and today I'll be talking about why online friends count as real friendships and how their digital connections shape and enrich our lives. Imagine forming a deep connection with someone you've really never seen in person or likely seen their face a lot, sharing laughs, struggles, and even emotional times together. This is reality for millions of individuals across the world, especially teens now. A statistic done by Pew Research Center says that 57% of all teens have made new friends online. This is between 2014 and 2015. So imagine the study now in 2020, seeing how much COVID affected us in the lockdown. Personally, since 2020, I had nothing to do, so I turned to online gaming as a form of meeting new people. This really harbored lots of friendships for me and honestly changed who I was as a human being and where I'd be now. Um, I've made long-lasting friendships with someone lasting as long as 4 years is still going on. And I talk to this person almost every day, so I don't need face-to-face contact with them to remain this friendship. Um, what we're going to be going over today is how online friends help with emotional support and give us diverse connections and are really convenient and accessible rather than in-person contact. I'll begin by talking about emotional support and how that offers a um, how online friends offer vital emotional support to each other, especially those feeling lonely and self-conscious and anxious about oneself. The distance creates a safe space to each other, how we can feel more comfortable sharing our vulnerabilities to someone we don't really know that well, and we know that won't really judge us because they don't know who we are, likely in person. According to a study published by Interpersona, they offered a great insight, saying, for example, Moran Martin and Schumacher reported that lonely internet users were more likely to prefer online friendships, especially enjoying the anonymity to emotional support. Valkenberg and Peter found that socially anxious individuals preferred online to face-to-face relationships. In my own experience, I was a self-conscious middle schooler going into high school that didn't really know who they were as a being. And seeing that everybody else around me was just the same, I turned to online. And these online people couldn't really judge me because they didn't know what social circles I was in. They didn't really know me as a person. They knew what I told them. And that really helped build my self-confidence as oneself because I realized that everybody else was the same and we were all struggling with the same stuff. In all, online friendships act as emotional lifeline to most people, and even me, and they help support people that are lonely and have anxiety facing in-person struggles. Next, we'll talk about how diverse connections. So, online friendship really encourages diversity between individuals that really enrich our lives. We get diverse cultures, new backgrounds, and really build empathy with each other, seeing how we understand people's new lifestyles and traditions about one another. A person from Alex and Alexander states that online friendships stemming from finding friends online provide unparalleled flexibility. You can connect with individuals irrespective of their location or time zone. Moreover, these platforms enable you to interact with people from diverse backgrounds, culture, and a broad age range, widening your social horizons. I've met people from Canada, the UK, Mexico, all over. I met my one friend from Miguel who taught me what a friend was and how I could celebrate my dead family members and friends. I met people from the UK who taught me what bonfire night was and how that was kind of like our 4th of July. Um, these experiences really shaped diverse connections and really brought me empathy on what people were going through and how their traditions affect them as themselves. Finally, I'll be talking about how it's convenient and largely accessible to the average person. Um, one of the most significant advantages of online friendships is the accessibility they offer. Your friends are one call and one phone click away. The internet removes the geographical and social barriers, allowing people to connect with each other instantly from different backgrounds and cultures. Placing Games makes a good point, saying that the beauty of online gaming lies in its ability to unite people who share common interests regardless of geographical boundaries, neurodivergence, or social class. And Vogue interviewed a couple of teens, and one of the teens, Justine, said that being online actually gives you the chance to make friendships happen faster than they would in real life because you have a constant access to each other. And I relate to this really well because I talk to most of my online friends daily, but I don't really talk to my in-person friends without having to hang up or meet with them. Um, in all, online friendships enhance accessibility, removing the geographical and social barriers. This allows for people to create diverse connections beyond the local limits of rural Ohio for me and most likely people watching this. Um, the ease of communicating across time zones, which I probably would have never met people in California or Colorado if it wasn't for the diversity of online gaming and online friendships. Overall, online friendships create an emotional support and foster diverse connections, which offer great accessibility and convenience that in-person likely doesn't really do. We look at the emotional backing and cultural enrichment and empathy that we get from each other, realizing that everybody else is different, that we really, really never would experience in rural Ohio or rural anywhere, because most likely we live in a small town which we don't get a lot of diversity in. Um, and these lifelong bonds we get from online gaming and online friendships, we really would never experience this in person. Ultimately, as the world becomes digital, it's important to recognize the value of online friendships and online gaming and the stereotype that they are less legitimate or not even relatively called friendships to most people, but they're meaningful to most people and meaningful to me, honestly, because I would have never met some of my best friends without being online and online gaming, and I realize that that's the same for them too. In my experience, online gaming highlights the power of these connections, showing that friendships can be formed digitally and in person. It doesn't matter how you meet a friend, as long as you have that emotional support between each other and that chemistry. I encourage everybody to embrace their online friendships and offer joy and support and fulfillment in unique ways. Here's my works cited, and then thank you